everyone, it's Mrs. P. I am here to do my cash stuffing. This is the last cash stuffing for the month of March, which is crazy. I feel like we just started with March. I don't know what happened to time. It just flew by. All right, so I'm doing this video a little bit early because this coming weekend, my son is coming in from Washington State, and we have lots of plans. We want to show his friend that he is bringing what, you know, our area is like, where he grew up, and we're going to take her to all of his favorite places. So we've got big plans, so I wanted to get all my videos filmed so that they would be ready to go and I don't have to worry about that. So we are going to start with counting my money. Then we will unstuff my cash wallet. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I do not have my teller slip. I do not have my cash planning sheet. I have I have a cash planning, well, I'll show you. It's one that I printed out. I just did it on the fly, so, you know, it is what it is. All right, so we should have double check, $40 here. All right, so we are going to count this. I've got my calculator here to the side just in case I need it, because I have an odd amount of 50s, and that always messes me up. So I'm going to give it a shot and see if I can do it. All right, so we've got 100, 50, 200, 50, 350, so 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 470, 490, 510, 530, 550. All right, so 550, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 10, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, 50, 5, 60, 5, 70, 5, 80, 5, 90, 5, 700. I think if I do it slowly, I can do it. So 700, and I keep having to remind myself, how much do I have? So this should be $40. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 40. Hey, we did it, and I didn't need my calculator. All right, so we've got all of our money here. I do have some placeholders because I do expect to pull some money so I can put back into the bank and send it to my high yield savings account, because I've already started earning interest, and it's like you guys have told me already, it's exciting to see that come. So let's go ahead and start with unstuffing my wallet. Okay, so you can see I do not have my back to the bank envelope. I'm gonna have to make a new one. I guess because I use it so much, because I'm always like, if I use something on like debit or something, I'm always sticking money back in there, and it just kind of fell apart. So I'm gonna have to make a new one, but I don't have any money to go back to the bank right now. I just will soon. All right, so let's go ahead and just start with my coins. All right, so, okay. So this is the last time you will see the coin jar at this level. I'm gonna go ahead and spin it around. And I know that's really loud, I'm sorry. We are going to cash this in, and it's going to be some extra money to have for when my son comes in. Actually, it's gonna be him and his girlfriend, and my other son and his girlfriend. We're all going over and staying, you know, a couple hours from home. My mom and dad are going, so it's gonna be like a big fun weekend. So I feel like we're gonna need this money. I do have my blow money that I've been saving, and we have some other money that's set aside for this, but I am going to cash this in. So I'm gonna let you guys make a guess. How much do you think is in here? I would like to know. I have no idea. There's a lot of quarters. I do know it's heavy. I was gonna weigh it, but I forgot. So if you want to make a guess at how much is in there, maybe I'll figure out some kind of a little giveaway for the person who guesses closest to that, and I'll let you know in an upcoming video. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out any ones that I have left over. I have none in this is the miscellaneous is actually my gas envelope. I just am using it for that. We had quite a bit left over in groceries. We had $35. This week, I am not going to put it toward debt. I am going to put this toward Sam's. We are renewing our membership, and we need to purchase some meat and some other items that I just feel like if I put this toward debt, then I'm going to end up having to use my Sam's card or something to buy the stuff that we need from Sam's. So I'm going to put this in our Sam's envelope. So I'm going to just kind of set this. Actually, I'm going to just set it right there to the side. Pet supplies. We do not have any ones, so nothing to pull out of there. I have, let's see here. I have 3 ones in my household envelope, so I'll pull those. I'll leave this in here. Okay, Mr. P is empty. My envelope, I'm going to pull. You know what? I'm going to just let this keep building up for right now, because I'll probably use it when we go out of town. Miss P, she's got 5. Sporting events, eating out, no other ones. So we've got $3, and that's good. That's fine. All right, so let's go ahead and get stuffing. All right, so gas is going to get $60. And that's going to be 2 20s, 2 10s, no, 1 10, and 2 5s. 1 and 2. All right, so that is 60. And now in gas, well, maybe if I can get it out. Gas. Is that right? Okay. So gas is getting beefed up a little bit, but we have 2 out-of-town ball games this week. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 125. It's about $40 to $45 to fill up my car. So that's about right. So we'll just leave it there. All right, groceries is going to get $150. That's going to be $250s. I was looking at my planning sheet and I was like, $250s, is that right? $250s, $220s, and $110. Okay, so that's 120, 40, 50, 150. I expect to have quite a bit of grocery money left over, which I will put into the Sam's envelope because we will be out of town, and so we will not need as many groceries this week as normal, but I'm going to go ahead and fund that just so that I know that the rollover can go for Sam's. All right, pet supplies is going to get 20, and I will be using that coupon this week. So pet supplies has $50. I'll buy the big bag of dog food. We do make our own, let me leave that in the front. We do make our own dog food, but we keep dry food out as a snack, you know, just in case they get hungry, you know. Usually they don't touch it that much, but if they're out and about and doing a lot of running or walking, they do get hungrier, and so they usually eat it then. All right, household is also going to get a 20. It has a 20, so now it has 40. Okay, Mr. P is going to get 15. That's going to be a 10 and a 5. Miss P, I am going to get 40, and that's going to be a 20, a 10, and 2 5s, but the 2 5s are going to go into my savings challenge, so I'm going to also set that to the side. All right, so now I have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, $5. And that will go, we will use this when we go out of town. Plus the other, I have like almost $700, I think, saved up. All right, Miss P has 5, and she's going to get 15. So that's $20 now in her envelope. All right, sporting events is going to get a 20. Did I say a 20? I did say a 20. Okay, so a 20, so it's got 20, 40, 50, $60. And sporting events, that's to get into the ball games. Like I said, we have 2 ball games this week. So that's what we'll need. And eating out is going to get a 20, and that's going to be a 10 and 2 5s. 1, 2. So eating out now has 20, 30, 45, 55, 65. $65. And we will use a lot of that this week also as we travel to ball games. My daughter plays soccer, and we have to travel quite a distance to go to soccer games. All right, so my wallet is fully stuffed, and I've said before, stuffing my wallet gives me great pleasure. All right, so I'm going to set that to the side, and next I'm going to start with this binder. And there's going to be about 5 envelopes that I stuff in here. All right, Beauty is going to get 20. I do have a hair appointment coming up. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. The place I go to get my hair done, I get just, a touch up at the roots. I am going to get a little bit lighter so that when we go, on our cruise, it'll be more summery hair. But the person who does my hair still charges like the original. He is fabulous. All right, date night is going to get skipped. Medical gets 25 with a 20 and a 5. So now medical has 20, 40, 65, 70. Just double checking my tracker. Sometimes the numbers just don't seem like what I remember in my head. All right, Sam's and Costco. I am going to have to pull this out to put back into the bank for our subscription or our membership. I get those mixed up, subscription and membership. Subscription to Amazon, membership to Sam's. This should be 110, and this is what is going to cover our membership fees. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 15, 110. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead get my bank bag. That way I don't get it mixed up with the other. All right, so that's in my bank bag. That goes back to the bank. This leftover grocery money is going in the Sam's envelope now. And I'm going to update my tracker real quick just so I don't forget. So 321, it went to a 0 balance, and then we also stuffed it with, I can't remember, was that $35? So it's got $35, and that is not toward the membership, but towards spending at Sam's. I'm going to keep the Sam's membership and the Amazon subscription fees in my subscription envelope from now on, and this will be just for shopping. All right, school supplies is going to get 5. So now school supplies has 25, 30. Gifts is getting skipped because I'm using my Monday minis for those. And you notice it's empty, completely empty. My father-in-law had a birthday this weekend, and or last weekend, and so we pulled all of that plus some money from other places to cover a gift and going to dinner with him. And this envelope. Okay, so I've tried not to talk about this because I don't want to get emotional. But our vet envelope is empty, and I took out the doggy hair envelope. It is empty. My Shih Tzu, he went downhill really fast in the last couple of weeks. He was starting to get lost in the house. We couldn't tell if it was his vision or maybe he was like having some like doggy dementia. I'm not sure if that's even a thing. He was falling. We have steps coming off of our porch, and just some other things, some health issues that, just started to be really concerning. And so we talked to the vet, and he was going to be 17 in September. So he was very close to 17 years old. And the vet told us that at his age, he wasn't going to get any better. So We brought him, he checked him out, and it was his time to go. So we pulled all of the money from the vet. We had to pull some from our savings account, and we had to put him down. So he is no longer with us. He is where I believe in doggy heaven. And yeah, so we are having him cremated, and the vet gave us a lock of his hair, and so we've got a little area set up for him. It's just in the remembrance. And I mean, losing a pet is hard, and I can tell you that for several days I had a really hard time, almost panic attacks, just thinking about it. Did we do the right thing? Was it really his time? And you know, I finally came to peace with it. So anyway, this is empty. We have to start filling it back up, because we do still have, we have a dog, and we have our son's dog, and we have a cat. So we need to have money in here. We have vaccinations that are due in the summer, so we'll have to have money for that. So okay, so that's that. All right, pool supplies is going to get 5. And pool supplies has 50, 70, 90, 100, 5, 10, and 15. We will have to pull some money from this. In fact, we probably need to beef it up before we pull it, but we will need a water pump, and it's not for the pool itself, it's for the cover, to keep the water from like piling up on the top of the pool. The one we had, it quit working, so my husband's gonna have to get a pump for that. Clothes gets nothing. It has $50, and that is all in that binder. Okay. All right, next is savings challenges. All right, so my savings challenges is going to get the $10 from my blow money, and it's also going to get $50 in 5s that I pulled. The savings challenges is what I use to fund my sinking funds, or some of my sinking funds. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, 50. I saw a really bad 5 in there. I'm going to switch that out. Okay. I'm getting confused. Okay. Let me double check this. There's the 10 from my blow money. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, 50. Okay, so that's 60 altogether. I'm going to put that in this little bag to keep in here for my Monday Mini. So we'll be ready to go. All right, so that is funded. All right, next is my month ahead binder. And we have worked our way down. I started this in August, so I've worked my way down, and I am funding groceries right now. I have $700 written here, but I'm actually only saving $600. All right, because $600 has been plenty for us for groceries. All right, so I'm putting $150 in. So there's $150. It has, well, I always do this really weird. Okay, so now groceries has 100, 250, 305. I don't know, that random 5, I'm just going to leave that 5 there. But this 300, I know it sounds silly that I pulled it and I'm going to put it back in the bank, but it just, that's how it makes sense in my head. So I'm going to pull this 300, put it in my bank bag, okay? Then I'm going to put, this $5 is going to stay in there, and I'm going to put $100 to $300 in trackers in this envelope. That way we know that that money is already saved and in the bank, and we will stop at $600. So 2 more weeks and this will be fully funded, and we will move to our mortgage, which will take a little while. So groceries is now fully funded, or no. Groceries now has placeholders. Okay, so that's that. Okay, now this binder, this is more of our long-term savings, except for this one. I'm biggest loser. This is the competition my husband and I are doing to see who can lose the most weight or the biggest weight loss percentage before our cruise. This one is going to get a 5. So now it has 20, 40, 65. Our weigh-in will be probably April 4th. And I will let you guys know who the winner was or is. All right, garbage. I need to go ahead and pull this one also. Garbage gets paid quarterly, and it is time. It will be due April 1st. So it's $45. So I'm going to pull the 45, put it in my bank bag, and that will get paid next week. Next that I have, subscriptions, you can see is empty. I've already pulled that and paid for my Amazon yearly subscription. Car maintenance is the next one, and it's going to get a 5. So car maintenance has 50, 70, 90, 5, 100, 5, and 10. 110. And it's probably about time for my oil change. All right, home maintenance is also going to get a 5. So it's got 20, 40, 50, 5, 60, 5, 70. So $70 in home maintenance. And that is all. Oh, no. I need to do this. All right, so I forgot to do this last week. This is the money that I got from my Monday. No. I'm sorry. Scratch that. Okay, so this is the Monday mini. I finished this challenge on Monday. So I need to add this $45 into our vacation fund. Okay, so I'm going to hold on to that tracker because I'm going to keep all the trackers that I do finish. I'm going to put that back there. And this is 20, 35, 45. And I'm going to add it in to this, what we already have for vacation. And I'm adding another 50 to it. So now altogether it has 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 5, 400, 5, and 10. So 410. This is not for the weekend with my son. This is for our cruise. So it's building up nicely. All right. Now, home projects is skipped. Emergency fund fully funded. All right, last binder. And this is where I was starting to say I had forgotten something, which I did. All right, so last week I finished my holiday Monday mini, and I should have showed how it was going into the Easter envelope. So we had $40 in there, and this savings challenge got us $30. So this one I'm also going to save, but I'm going to add this 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, $30 into Easter, so that now Easter has 20, 40, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70. So $70 in Easter. And we don't do a whole lot as far as gifts for Easter. But we will have a dinner with our family. So this will go for some little something for my daughter and my nieces and nephew. So it won't be much, but it'll be some little something. So that is the one I had forgotten. And nothing else gets funded except for Christmas. And Christmas, I had already put $400 in the bank. I've got 50, and here's another 50. I'm going to pull this, put this in the bank so that it can start earning interest. And now this has got $400 plus the $100 that I just took out for the bank. So now I'm going to replace this 400 or 500 ones with a $500 place. So this will be less, thick for the binder. And now we have $500 for Christmas. And that sounds great, especially because we're just, going into the 4th month of the year. So we are right on track to save money for Christmas. All right, so this is the money that's going back to the bank. $400 of it will go into our high yield savings account. And then here are the $3 that's going to go into my dollar container. And I'm going to go ahead and put those in there. And that should be all for this video. I'm looking around to make sure I've got everything, and it looks like everything is good to go. So I am going to go ahead and sign off on here. We will say goodbye to Nick. He's just hanging out in there. All the little parts of the, what are those things called? The wick is starting to gather around him, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and blow this candle out and say goodbye. Bye, friends.